I'm Josh.
I'm Lisa.
And I'm Nemo.
And we just nerd here.
Cheers.
Eventually, we'll have enough money to get a actual studio set up with chairs and a desk and a microphone, and we won't have to sit on the floor.
Microphone.
And a microphone.
We're poor.
Dude, the sound on this Surface Pro is okay, but God, I'm sick of the failures.
What do you want to get, though? Because that Yeti key's failing, too.
So, yeah, I'm going to send the Yeti back and get it under warranty, get some work done on it, because it doesn't work on this, it doesn't work on my Mac, it doesn't work on any computer I plugged it into. So it's something wrong with the microphone and not the drivers, because I've reinstalled those. And I've even had Jeremy take a look at some of the stuff, and he couldn't figure it out. So eventually I'd like to get a soundboard so that I can record all of us on a different channel. That way I can lower your audio just a little bit and raise Lisa's just a little bit, tweak mine a little bit, and it'll be
even throughout the whole board.
Yeah, it'll sound better. And I can I want one with sliders instead of dials. Don't mock me just because you've never used a soundboard. I don't know what they're called, but I know I've used them before. You okay?
I was stretching and I was also pushing that thing away because I want more room.
But yeah, so eventually we'll get that. I think
I like our poor setup.
I think before the end of the year we'll be able to get a soundboard and a couple XLRs.
I feel like we're the trailer park.
Trailer park podcast.
Of podcasting. We sit down on the ground and try to record into a what-if microphone that may or may not work.
This one works okay. The one on the computer is more reliable. Like the one that you and Raleigh tried to record, me and Raleigh tried to record a couple weeks ago, where the microphone worked for the first 20 minutes, and then nobody looked at the
thing and
the audiogram, and all of a sudden it stopped recording after
an hour.
Yeah, so we lost 2/3 of the episode. That's only happened 3 times in the last 2 months. So
fine. Let's just call ourselves a Trailer Park Podcast.
I feel like there's probably a podcast called the Trailer Park Podcast already. We could start recording outside in a pile of dirt.
Nerd Park Podcast. Boom.
Let's just stick with We Just Ghoul here. How about that?
How about we just Trailer Park here? I'm too tired.
Wake up, Nemo.
I'm too tired.
Come on, it's Saturday morning. We had fun yesterday with our pumpkin spice adventure.
Are you recording right now?
Yeah.
Why do you always do this? I know exactly when you are, because you have, a little shift in tone. Hello.
What?
Now we're recording.
Well, you know what? I have a little more energy, too, so it's not last night. My
hand just wanted to go across this floor and slap you when you said that.
Go ahead.
No.
Give me a slap. Hit me, baby, one more time.
There's so much hair everywhere.
I've straightened my beard for yesterday because we were going to record.
Now. It doesn't.
It's still fairly straight for being a pube beard.
At least you're trying.
I love my beard. I really do, but I wish it wouldn't curl so much. I like the way it flows. See, it's not flowing right now. All of you listening, can you see my beard flowing?
I'm just thinking, if I let it grow out on mine, how it will look.
I feel like yours would straighten out fairly well, naturally.
Yeah, I'll have to wait.
Because
I want a Gandalf beard.
You almost bought one at Spirit yesterday.
I almost did. I think that with the burn face wouldn't be bad either. I'm Return of Gandalf.
After he was burned by the Balrog?
Yeah. Hey, guys.
Hey, I'm back.
I'm not White Gandalf.
I'm not Gandalf the White. I'm Gandalf the
dead.
Unfeeling.
And then have the little claws.
Freddy Krueger
claws. Yeah. I met him.
I met this guy down in the Balrog's lair.
Oh, what was Terry bit? Was the one from Rick and Morty?
Scary Terry?
Scary Terry. I met Scary Terry. Take it, bitch.
There are some really good, like, Halloween-themed TV shows.
There are
like,
a lot
episodes
of
of TV shows. Like, Roseanne, they're the ones you got to give credit to for really celebrating Halloween. Their Halloween episodes, regardless of how you feel after what happened earlier this year with Roseanne, they hold up to this day as some of the best holiday-centric episodes of a TV show ever done.
I feel bad for the Goodman dude, right? That's his name?
John Goodman?
Yeah.
Well, they killed Roseanne, and they're bringing back the rest of the family.
When?
This fall. Like, in a couple weeks.
Are they really?
Yeah, as the Connors. So, the way I think it's going to happen, and I don't know whether it will have premiered by the time this goes out on the 18th or the 25th, but the last episode of Roseanne, the season finale, Dan confronts her about popping pain pills for her knee, and then the season ends. Then she just said all that shit, and they canceled it. Then they decided to bring it back. I think she's going to have overdosed on painkillers and died. That's how they're going to write her out of the show.
What the fuck? That's kind of fucked up.
Well, she fucked up. I don't agree.
I don't know if it would be the same without her, though, because it's her show.
I don't agree that they should have canceled the show. I don't agree. The whole James Gunn thing with Guardians that's been going on, they shouldn't have fired James Gunn. Dave Bautista, Drax, has a really good argument for not coming back to do Guardians.
Why? What happened? I don't...
Oh, Disney fired James Gunn.
Well, I heard that he said something inappropriate and they got him.
He said something inappropriate 10 years ago on Twitter. It's been addressed in the media several times over the last 10 years. Someone brought it up again, and Disney's like, oh, we're done with you.
What was the comment?
He was, trying to be funny because he was, starting out as a writer and thought he was being edgy and funny and made jokes about pedophilia and like any immature 20-year-old does trying to be funny. And people pull these tweets up every few years and make a big deal out of it. Like, he's not the same person he was in 2009, 2008 when he made those comments, made those jokes. The cast of Guardians of the Galaxy has come out in an open letter. All of them signed it and said, we support James Gunn. James Gunn's not that type of person. Like,
they all have kids.
He's a good man. But Dave Bautista flat out said, unless you bring him back, or at the very least use his script, I refuse to do Guardians of the Galaxy 3. So they're either going to have to kill Drax in Infinity War, or write him out, or recast him.
They can't get rid of Drax.
Yeah, they can.
He's one of the main characters of the Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah, but right now he's dead in Infinity War, so...
Well, I guess if Disney really wants to make a point about how strong they are, and how strong they hold it to their own values, this would be it.
Disney has no values to speak of. But that's another story.
Yeah.
I love Disney. I love Marvel. I love Fox. I love Lamp. But...
I love Lamp. I like Lamp bouncing. I like my Lamp looking at me.
Between you like your lamp looking at you, then why did I get the BB-8 lamp?
It was your birthday. And I wanted to treat you right.
Thanks,
Unlike
baby.
Some.
You know what? Your pins are on the way, and you've got Digimon Pops upstairs.
I still can't believe it. It still reminds me of the one incident.
That makes me so happy. I was able to get Nemo all the Digimon Pops that were available, but Gabumon is not available, and he had a Gabumon incident when he was a kid. Maybe someday he'll share that with us.
I just brought it up yesterday while we were just hanging out.
I thought it was fantastic.
He's the same. Everybody treats me the same. What have I done?
Wasn't there like a pumpkin Digimon?
If there was a pumpkin Digimon, I would have done some shit. No.
Who was the... I know there was the vampire one. What was his name? Like the big bad in the first season.
The what?
The big bad, like the main villain from the first season of Digimon.
Oh, fuck. Damn, I can't remember their name right now, but they fight him at the end.
Yeah.
And that's when they get to their mega levels.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Like,
it's like Wizardmon or whatever.
No, it's not Wizardmon.
No, Wizardmon's with him.
Yeah. But I can't remember his name.
When Kara gets her own Digimon.
Yeah, when she gets Gatomon.
Yeah. I can't think of his name.
I don't know.
Daku? No. I don't have my phone with me.
Why don't you have your phone with you?
It's upstairs. Is it? What is it?
This is compelling stuff right here. But I want to know what he's called. I don't know, but Myotismon.
Myotismon, yeah.
There we go.
No, they should have done one for him too. That would have been actually pretty well done.
Like a 6-inch Myotismon?
I think that, yeah, or a 10-inch. I think that would be better.
10-inch?
But that would.
Those are fucking huge. Like, I've got 3 of them sitting in this room. They're fucking huge.
You can't put them anywhere.
Up on a shelf.
Well, is that Dobby 10-inch too?
Yeah. It's an elf on a... It's an elf on a shelf. Christmas is coming.
Get him a sock. Does he have a sock in his hand?
He's holding a sock.
Yeah, but give him a real sock. I know. I have extra socks.
You leave them here all the time, so I'm sure that when I'm doing laundry...
You'll find a Nike somewhere.
This isn't mine.
Why don't use Nikes?
Oh. But no, like, some TV shows, even if they're not trying to be, like, spooky or something, they'll slip something into their lore, like Digimon with Myotismon. It gives those episodes a little bit of a seasonal flair, and you feel like you could watch them this time of year.
No.
You don't?
I don't think so. It has to stick with the thing, like with Myotismon and Digimon. It's a whole story. It's different. It's
a whole story, but like you could watch that story arc.
No, it's not like a particular theme with me. Like, I can't... Like we were talking about earlier about Bob's Burgers, right? Mm. They do certain episodes for...
If anyone has passed the torch, if Roseanne has passed the torch of Halloween specials onto any show, it's Bob's Burgers.
I love... Like I've said before, the whole show is just really wholesome. It feels like a real family.
Yeah.
Going through shit.
So many flaws, character flaws, and
if I ever had children, I'm serious, if I did, I want them to have the same adventures as those 3 do. I would love that. Like, because I never did that. I don't know if any kids ever did that, but I would want that.
You want them to go work on a pot farm?
Yes, pulling weeds. Why don't you just burn them all?
We will.
Let's get away on our little whatever tandem bicycle and just go in circles.
That would be us if we tried to grow weed. The only problem is I don't know how to ride a bike, so you would be doing all the work on the bike.
Dude, you'd be in the back too. Fuck. Either way, whatever side you sit on, it's going to be a lot more work.
Basically, if we ever open up a pot farm, we're going to have to do it at top of a hill.
We're going to die.
They're making a getaway. It's okay. We'll catch them at the bottom.
Yeah. They're coming in too fast. Holy shit, they reached terminal velocity.
The fat guy fell off the back and is rolling down. He's picking up debris.
Yeah. It's a snowball. Oh my god.
Wow.
That's how it's gonna go down.
Good morning, Whiskey Saturday. We haven't even started yet.
I haven't even drunk. We're not drunk yet.
It's only 10 in the morning.
It is only 10 in the morning.
But yeah, let's...
Is it really only 10?
Yeah, 10. Well, it's 10:30.
Huh. Not bad.
But no, Bob's Burgers and their Halloween specials are absolutely fantastic.
No, so like you would have them, right? You would have The Simpsons. They do their nightmare, Treehouse's horror thing every year. I just think it's overplayed with them.
You know what?
It's too much.
Last year's Treehouse of Horror, I can't remember exactly what it was, but I remember watching it and feeling like I was watching a classic episode of The Simpsons, not something new. It was really well done. I feel like they got back to the heart of what the Treehouse of Horror is supposed to be.
I haven't seen that show in forever. There's so many fucking seasons. Mm-hmm. And I don't know how far back I am on that. I stopped watching Family Guy and American Dad. But American Dad, I think, got canceled.
Yeah.
I loved their Christmas episode where they take on Santa, though.
Oh, yeah.
That was perfect.
Yeah. And
they almost kill him.
No, like, there's something about animated shows now they've really taken, like, you don't have sitcoms that necessarily do Halloween episodes. The Goldbergs does Halloween pretty well.
It's been a while since I've seen that show too.
Like when they dress up, when Adam and Pops dress up like Ghostbusters, and his his Rubik's Cube costume, and like him being afraid to go through the haunted house with his girlfriend and coming out like a puss. Like those stories are wholesome and fun, and they just capture the mood of Halloween when you're a kid, right? That's what the Goldbergs is really good at. Bob's Burgers is really good at telling a, not necessarily scary, because I don't necessarily feel like any of those stories are scary.
No.
But telling a really good narrative, really good story that has like some spooky elements, suspenseful elements.
The Milli Vanilli one was, they could have died.
the Millie, when Millie traps them
in the fort.
Yeah.
They could have died. Near the end, they were literally...
Yeah. She almost killed them. But now her and Louise are best friends, so it's okay.
She found out that they're both really good detectives.
Yeah.
And then they found out that Fran is the one who was sabotaging their whole trip to water whatever place.
You know, and even though that's not a Halloween episode, the whole Silence of the Lambs angle that episode takes is fantastic.
It is. Where she's in her own room, and then... But it's her room.
This yarn wasn't cut. This was taken apart by someone who cares. No, but Bob's Burgers does it really well. The episode where they do the Halloween party and Bob sits on
that one
Teddy's
is actually
hamster.
My favorite one so far. Is because not the beginning part where they kill the hamster and shit, but where the kids end up going to the King's Head Island and they try to get the king size bars, but then they end up helping all the kids. I still remember the line where that's a lot of carrots and not stew. From
Tina.
From Tina.
When they make the boys go skinny dipping so they can put hot sauce in their underwear. How many pairs of underwear did you hot sauce? One. Which one? I don't know. No. And then the kid drops to the ground grabbing his crotch. Queen Latifah, give me strength.
Like, why are we putting hot sauce in the underwear? And then you see the little back of Gene eating a fucking taco on the toilet.
Taco on the toilet. I don't know why everyone doesn't do this. Hot sauce.
I'm pretty sure that's from that episode.
Yep, it is. And it's my favorite Halloween moment from Bob's Burgers is taco on the toilet.
I would do that.
At the end when they're back at the house and everyone has their candy except for Gene. And it made me so sad. But no, that's what this time of year is. You know, last episode I said going out and looking for all the seasonal, food and stuff is fun. But the TV shows and the specials like Garfield's Halloween and even the Great Pumpkin Charlie Brown is not my favorite. I'm going to put myself out there and say Garfield's Halloween is better.
Well, I don't know these whole special things that you talk about or you people.
You people?
You people.
Just say it.
You spirited kind.
You spirited people.
You Halloween lovers.
Look, I'm not a Halloween 365 guy, but I like that the Halloween season can start at the beginning of September.
I don't understand why those stores even exist. Like, you were telling me that there's a Christmas store.
Oh, we're going to go there today.
What the fuck's the point?
What's
Who the fuck needs 365 days of Christmas?
I could do it. I could be a Christmas 365 guy.
Why?
Why?
Yeah, like, why?
Because, I love my Christmas village.
Yeah, but who needs that a whole year? And then you start again. When it's over, it's a loop of...
I'm gonna turn you into a holiday-ophile.
I won't be.
I don't know.
I can't be.
Deo. Me say Deo. Holiday-ophile. Blah, 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 blah.
Blah, blah. I don't...
But, no, for me, this is the time of year when when TV is just coming back from the summer break and your new seasons are starting. And always, right at the beginning of the season, you have your Halloween episode. Like, Cheers has done some amazing, back in the day, they had some really good Halloween episodes. Boy Meets World does some really good ones. But
that was a good show.
if I had to like choose a playlist of just TV shows, Halloween specials from TV shows.
I thought you already did this.
No.
You have a playlist. Oh. Never mind.
Thanks, Nemo.
Well, I didn't know. I'm sorry.
Eventually, you guys will see such a playlist show up somewhere during We Just Will Here.
It was supposed to be a surprise. Apparently, I suck at those.
We ruined the good surprise on you. That was directed at Nemo, not you, nerd crew.
It was to all of us, because we're all one family. So, technically, he is directing it to you. That's okay. I ruin things sometimes.
Nemo died in a fire.
I ruin my own birthdays. I ruin my own Christmas presents. And I ruin people's surprises.
Oh my god, I still can't believe I gave you a woman's shirt for Christmas last year.
Still have it.
It was so cool, though.
It was a nice shirt.
Coochie Kopi is a gingerbread cookie.
It's like, wait a minute, this isn't fitting right. And then I noticed the silhouette. I was like, what the fuck? Is this how he sees me?
It's okay, baby. I'll buy you nice things.
Right.
But no, like, if I'm putting together, like, a Halloween playlist of TV shows, like, just TV shows, not Garfield's Halloween or anything, just Halloween
but how many
TV shows.
How many shows are there? Are you talking about? Like, you're saying...
So if I was
because they're each different episodes, right?
Yeah.
And they're each from different series.
Yeah. So let's say 30 minutes apiece.
Yeah.
Okay.
How many are we talking? How many different shows are you talking about?
You know what? I'm just going to go ahead and throw out a number of... let's just make it easy. 2 hours. If I had to pick, like, my top 4.
I'm talking about full on. Like, the full thing. How many could you do?
How many, like, just TV themed?
Yeah. How many that you've seen that you can put together? I could
probably put together 8 hours or more of just regular episodes of a TV series that have to do with Halloween that are fantastic.
Okay, so...
It's like you've got 2 hours worth of Roseanne, 2 to 3 hours worth of Roseanne. You've got 2 hours to 3 hours of Bob's Burgers. Let's see, Cheers, Boy Meets World, Murphy Brown. There's 2 or 3 really good episodes of King of the Hill. Hank Hell is one of my favorite Halloween bits from King of the Hill.
I've seen the meme.
That's it?
I've never seen the show. Well, I've seen King of the Hill, but I've never seen that episode.
So when Miss Jeannie Harper comes to town and wages war against Halloween...
Yeah, I can't remember.
And she, like, thinks Bobby and Hank are Satanists because they made her run over her cat.
How do they make her run over a cat?
So Hank, like, when he was a kid, you know, he still egged the houses and stuff. And so they go and they egg her house and they try to TP stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And Bobby, you know, being the manly little boy that he is, can't throw the toilet paper and it hits a bird's house and knocks it out of the tree. And Jeannie Harper hears it in the house, and she comes outside. I hear you, Satanists. I'm going to catch you. And she gets in her car to chase them, but she runs over her cat as she's backing out of the driveway. And so she wants the city to cancel Halloween, and at, like, the little city council meeting, she dumps her dead cat right on the desk in front of the city council members, and they cancel Halloween for the entire town.
They would never do that.
You know, I really would like to do an episode on the Satanic Panic of the late 80s and early 90s.
There's no way a town, like, right now...
You can make it illegal to wear a costume in public and put a curfew on the night. So, let's say everyone has to be inside under the age of 10.
Why?
By 5 p.m.
There's no way that would happen.
It can happen.
It won't happen, though.
You don't know. Run over the wrong person's cat. At the wrong time of month, and... all of a sudden, like, you're a Satanist. You do it right before Halloween, those few days. You don't have, like, a big window that time of the Halloween month. You got, like, 2 days. You kill a cat, you're a Satanist.
Well, I always knew there was something in me.
Nemo, please, for the love of God, don't make anyone run over their cat.
That's just so wrong to say. I always knew that there was something in me. Yeah. Took it to a dark place.
God, you are a serial killer. I really wish we were going to let people see your face.
They stopped watching the show.
We put up one YouTube video and all of a sudden we get banned. Oh, we don't allow Jeffrey Dahmer to do YouTube videos.
I just want to be like you, a normal person.
But no, for me, the iconic moment of Hank embracing Halloween and just saying "fuck it," and he puts on his tiny little Halloween costume from when he was 10 years old.
The devil little boy.
Yeah, and he just walks down the street defiantly chanting "trick or treat, trick or treat," and all the adults come out of their houses, and some of them are just grabbing lampshades or boas or putting on a sheet, being a ghost, or a toga. Bill comes out, "Ooh, I'm a ghost," and he steps on the sheet wrong, and it falls over, rips over his head, and he goes, "Toga!" And he just runs with it, Dale comes out, "I'm a high-priced Washington lawyer who wants candy," and he pulls candy out of his pockets.
I thought it was just dust in there. Sand pocket, dude.
Pocket sand.
Pocket sand.
No, but see, that's the thing is, you have favorite episodes of TV series. I wouldn't say that's my favorite episode of King
Favorite
of
one
Hell.
is the charcoal one.
My favorite episode's the last episode because it makes me cry.
You can't let your dad know about this. He'll know they have to drive all the way to another town
And get rid of their clothes.
Yeah.
But yeah, the holiday episodes aren't going to be your favorite episode of a series, but they're usually the ones that stick out so vividly because they tie you into something bigger. You're celebrating Halloween, so are the characters on the show. You're celebrating Thanksgiving, so are the characters on the show.
But out of every...
Sailors in your mouth, savory gravy boat.
We're talking about Bob's Burgers still?
Yeah, I went back to Bob's Burgers. It's delicious.
No, if we're talking about any show, that I've seen a lot of TV here and there, but Bob's Burgers consistently does them better to me. In my opinion, they just do it better. And I've seen the family shows, you have Fuller House or Full House, whatever the fuck it was called.
You could watch Fuller House too.
No,
don't admit that you watch it. There are 5. I wouldn't even say 5 minutes, but 5 scenes that are genuinely okay, this show deserves to be back, but then the next scene immediately happens and you're like, why the fuck am I watching this? Oh wait, because I had a crush on DJ when I was a kid, that's why.
It's turned out right. It's pretty hot. Well, yeah, stuff like that, in that, Boys Meet World. You had a lot of stuff that was on Disney Channel, pretty much.
The only Disney Channel Halloween, if we're going specials, is the Halloween Town series.
Oh, there was that, and then no, that was her. That little Halloween Town with the giant pumpkin in the center, and that grandma, whatever.
And it was filmed.
Was she still alive?
It was filmed in Salt Lake.
Or did she die?
I don't know.
I didn't know it was filmed in Salt Lake though.
Yeah,
that's weird. I didn't even know a High School Musical was filmed in Salt Lake either.
Utah is home to many Disney Channel specials, and
dude, they still have Sharpay's
Pink Locker.
Yeah, they have it there. Somebody gets it.
Yeah.
They still let people use it. Some lucky person.
Some lucky person.
I guess.
I would assign it to the goth kid every year. The leader of the goth clique gets that locker every
senior year, so it's new.
Oh. No, but the Halloween shows, I could go on about this for 6 hours.
I could not.
But if I had to pick my favorite, it would be the episode of Roseanne where, I'm just going to do a 2-hour block for you guys real quick. Start off, really go hard. Episode of Roseanne where they're getting ready for Halloween and Dan is putting together a bid for a project, and the guy he's presenting it to comes over to the house, and Roseanne's like, "Hey, you want to help me prank my husband?" And she starts trying to cut off his tie and just screwing around with him, and they think they killed. It's fun. She just fucks with Dan because all day he's been pranking her and she's been trying to get him, and it hasn't worked. He catches on. But she gets this guy to go along with her, and she gets Dan. And it works on every level of what that show was, and just
did he still get the bid?
Yeah.
Okay.
But the idea of pranking at Halloween, it's never something I got to experience.
Yeah, I always wanted to egg someone's house.
Yeah.
And TP someone's house.
Yeah. I mean, we could do that to each other's houses, I guess.
I'm not cleaning up.
Well, like, if we do it early enough, we can still, like, hose off the egg. That'll be good. I'm not toilet papering, but I'll egg your house.
No.
You can egg mine.
Yeah, but...
Let's egg Jeremy's.
You have, like, a one-story house, and I have, like, a couple stories, and I don't want to climb my roof to get them. It's a chore. But I want to do it to someone, like, you know, like how you would do it to, like, somebody who's, like, been a dick to you, or just somebody you hate or something, I guess. Or or as a regular playful prank to your friend.
Yeah.
That kind of shit.
Yeah, I never got
to do that.
I mean, I tried putting bubbles in a fountain.
I've never even seen it. I've never seen it either. Like, I've never walked around my neighborhood when I trick-or-treated and never saw a house that was pranked.
Oh, dude, like, come out here. During the school year, the houses in this neighborhood get hit all the time. But they only hit their friends' houses.
Okay.
The thing that I always wanted to do to someone is get aluminum foil and make tiny little aluminum foil balls and just, like, spread them out across their lawn. Because you can't rake them up. Because the little balls, like, pop through the
hole. Yeah.
So you have to go out and pick them up by hand. Or you have to get, like, a shop vac and go vacuum your lawn.
That's just saying somebody's vacuuming their lawn.
See someone with a Dyson out in their front yard.
Oh, you fucking kids.
Flipping off everyone who drives by.
Make it like a collective effort from the whole neighborhood.
Everyone out there. 1,500 miles of extension cords coming into Nemo's yard. So, first hour, we got that episode of Roseanne. I want to say it's like season 2, maybe season 3. I can't remember. And then I'm going to go ahead and throw in the episode of Bob's Burgers.
Which one?
The King's Head Island episode with Teddy's Halloween party and then the kids going for full-size candy with Jean Latifah and the mommy. The mommy.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And Tina's costume.
And the taco on the toilet. Just because of the taco on the toilet. That's what sells the episode for me. I followed up with King of the Hill, that Halloween episode that I was talking about with Jeannie Harper and Hank in his devil costume from season 2. Yeah. And then for the last one, like, I feel like I want to go out with a bang, but I also just kind of want to go out with a good feeling. I'm going to go with the episode of Cheers where, like, they're having the feud with the guy who owns the restaurant upstairs, and they just go back and forth with Halloween pranks, and eventually, like, they think the guy died, the owner of the place upstairs, and it really fucks with Sam. And yeah, that whole episode is fantastic. So if that would be like my perfect 2-hour block, like if I only had enough time to watch 4 shows.
If you had to describe Halloween to a kid who's never known it, and you were going to show it through TV form,
I would show them those episodes because you've got the joy of trick-or-treating through the episode of King of the Hill
and Bob's.
Well, and you've got haunted houses in that episode of King of the Hill and pranks.
Okay.
You have more so haunted houses and, like, how adults can get into the spirit too, because Halloween's not just for kids.
No, that's why they have, like you said, Halloween stores 365 days a year. And
then Cheers, just because it's just a classic episode. And I think if I had to pick an alternate for Cheers, it would be the episode of the Goldbergs where Adam and Pops dress up like Ghostbusters.
Okay. I can see that.
Having nothing to do with Ghostbusters.
Just the family connection.
Yeah, and just showing, like, you might feel like you're too old to go out with your parents, but if your best friend's your grandpa and he's, like, gonna dress up with you, you go out with him. Like, that's fun.
It is fun. Yeah.
I feel like those 4 episodes really do a good job of tying the season together. You don't have anything super scary.
No, I got you.
If you're going to throw something with scares in there, maybe one of the earlier episodes of Treehouse of Horror, like where the pumpkin comes to life and eats everyone.
No, This one has never really did it for me. It's just too. Sometimes you can just catch on to what they're doing really early on, and it's like, ugh.
I really want to. Like, I've never watched any of the old horror anthology shows like Tales from the Dark Side or Tales from the Crypt, or I found one. I think I told you about it a little bit, called Monsters. It was on Amazon Prime until a week ago, and I'd gotten through the first 5 episodes, and it's like Monster of the Week, but the actors aren't the same. There's no overarching story. It's just a one and done 30-minute monster show.
And it's different every single time.
It was cheesy as all hell, like definitely low budget even for a TV show.
Wait, is it? It's a new monster every single time, right?
Yeah, new monster every week.
And do they describe where the monster originated and how it started, or what do they talk about?
So, like, there's one episode where it's in a really nice apartment building, and the guy is, like, the neighbor upstairs is playing music really loud, so he goes upstairs, and he's like, turn down your music, it's keeping my wife and I awake. It's middle of the night. And he's like, but the bees like the music. And the guy's apartment is just, like, full of foliage and stuff, and he's got a room full of bees. And they're making honey. And the guy makes the neighbor from downstairs taste the honey, and they make an agreement that he can sell the honey. And he's making just, like, a little bit of honey, because the honey has all the nutrients that you need, and it gives you energy and makes you amorous and feel frisky. Yeah. And so the next time he goes up for, like, a supply, and all of a sudden this beautiful woman's moved in with the crazy guy upstairs, and she starts kind of flirting with the neighbor from downstairs. And anyway, it turns out that she's the queen bee, and the bee kills her mate afterwards. So in this episode, the guy from downstairs, his wife is allergic to bees, so she gets stung to death, and, like, you see her face swelling, and, like, then the guy who's raising the bees gets killed, and then finally the man is left alone with the queen bee, and he finally accepts her, and as they're making out on the balcony in front of the moon, she transforms into a giant human-sized bee,
like Animorphs.
Kind of, except for, like, full-on bee. Like, the effects here were better than Animorphs, which came, like, 8 years later. And then she just carries him up in the sky, and you have the voiceover, and then all of a sudden you see him drop from the sky, screaming to his death. And the show ends. All that in 20 minutes.
All right, I want to see that one.
And, like, I never got into those shows when I was a kid, because when I was a kid, that would have freaked me the fuck out. But now...
I'm making out with this chick. Is she gonna turn into a bee?
I want you to have that thought in the back of your mind next time you have a girlfriend.
Look at her. Put some honey in front of her. What does this remind you of?
Gonna eat this flower?
Reminds me of bees. I knew it.
Wow, you got abusive really fast.
Defending myself. I'm pushing her across so I can make it for the door.
Oh, you're pushing her. You, like, made the hand motion to slap and made the slappy sound.
No, that's me pushing.
Oh, that's how you push.
Push hit.
Pit.
Yeah.
You were gonna say shit, weren't you?
I was thinking of another one to say. I was like,
push it. Anyway, yeah, like, for me, these Halloween-centric TV episodes, like, for you say you don't have a lot of fun memories of them, but you've got Scary Terry from Rick and Morty. You've got the Bob's Burgers episodes. You've seen a couple episodes of the Goldbergs and know what I'm talking about when I say it. They're there in your mind.
But it gives me an idea, like, what I would want to do. Like, if I ever had kids or anything, like, this is what you should do. Like, you should go out with your kids and dress up too. Give them a reason to want to go and find a costume.
Don't just take your kid door to door.
Yeah.
And, you know, as an adult, comfort is a thing. Like, I've gone out with Chrislyn, like, her second Halloween. And I have my Slimer mask. It got so fucking hot in that mask, I had to take it off. I didn't put any effort into the costume, because all I had was the Slimer mask and a green shirt. I'm a large man, so costumes are hard to find, and a lot of them have to be made. Like, my mom has made a lot of my costumes, most of my costumes. Even the ones that I've store-bought have had to be altered. Maybe I'll write an article about some of the costumes I've had besides that Ninja Turtle one.
Did you alter that one?
The Ninja Turtle one? That was all homemade.
Do you have it?
Did you not read the article?
No.
I posted it last Friday.
No, I want to see the picture.
By the time this episode airs, it will have been last Friday.
No, let me see. I want to see a picture.
I looked for a picture of it. I can't find one. But the costume is in the garage somewhere. You want to spend a day and a half or a week going to the garage to find it? Garage.
But if I find anything I like, do I get to keep it?
No.
Oh, then no. You have a lot of cool stuff in there.
I know. That's why I said no. It's conditional. We'll see. But no, you don't just get to keep it. But no, maybe I'll write about it. Maybe that'll be an article for another.
You should find it and see if you can fit into it.
Oh, I couldn't fit into it. Chryslin might be a little, a year away from fitting into it.
How old were you?
5.
Oh, for a second there I thought you said 9. I was like, damn, how small were you when you were damn 9?
I was small until Thanksgiving of 1990. Then I had my tonsils taken out. Then I wasn't sick anymore. And then I didn't eat anything, because it hurt so bad. The only way I got any sort of hydration or food was, a little juice box, a little tiny straw in a juice box. My mom had to drip, that much liquid into my mouth at a time. Not a full straw's worth, just a little, centimeters worth of liquid, and drop it into my mouth. That's the only thing I could swallow.
When you had your tonsils removed?
Yeah, for 2 weeks. And the doctors finally told her when he wants to eat, when he's ready to eat, let him eat whatever he wants. And I don't think that they explained, when it stops hurting, stop. Because that's when I got fat. Is after my tonsils came out. You have these pictures of me when I'm little, and I'm thin, blonde hair, or brown hair, blonde hair, blue eyes, and then all of a sudden, Thanksgiving of 90, Christmas of 90, I'm still good. By the next Halloween, I'm fucking Stay Puffed.
Oh my god. Go to your doctor. What's going on? You told me to keep eating him. What?
Did you feed him after midnight?
Feed him 8 times a day.
Oh. Yeah. Yeah. Fun times. No, but do you understand what I'm saying now about, because I know when I brought up this episode, you were like, what? Do you get what I'm saying, though, about the power of...
It does. I can understand
holiday
that.
Programming, not just even with Halloween, but with
No,
Christmas.
it makes sense. You want to stick with the season, right?
Yeah.
You don't just want to throw out another episode. It feels like the show and the creators and the writers and the actors who are playing the characters, they're with the season.
Yeah.
They're playing around with the whole year, and it feels to the time. And it's not thrown out Halloween when it's New Year's or some shit that throws off the feel. It's we're way too far beyond this.
Yeah.
I'm not in Halloween mode.
It's April. Why are you talking about Christmas?
Well, for you, if you're doing a 365, you wouldn't care. For me, it would be well, this is just reminding me about all the other presents I didn't get, or the ones I ruined, or the ones I should have had. I'll treat myself right this year. Fuck you, Santa.
I can't wait for our Christmas event.
You can just fucking die.
Nemo, no, because if I make the colon too small, Nemo, fuck you, Santa. That would be a great episode. I feel like it would be our highest rated episode ever. 1.5 stars.
Piece of shit can just crash his sleigh, burn to death, and have his reindeers eat him while he's cooking. That's how it should end.
I want you to draw that for me. Draw that.
Why?
I want to make it the title card to one of our episodes.
I'll try.
Yeah. So yeah, that's where We Just School Here comes from, is that, classic.
Are you gonna do something 6 episodes or 6 weeks worth of episodes for Christmas as well?
No.
Oh.
I think We Just School Here is going to kill me, personally. So we'll see if I'm alive at the end of these 6 weeks. But I do have some fun stuff planned. We are going to have a Christmas event.
Oh, but can we go to the ice? I want to go to the ice castles.
And I'm not going to release the name of our Christmas event until We Just School Here is over.
But can we go to the ice castles?
Yeah.
I want to go to the event. I want to see
Only
it.
if you dress up like Elsa.
Yeah, I'm gonna freeze.
I'm gonna dress up like Sven, the guy in the.
What the fuck? Why do you get to dress up in warm clothes? She actually shoots ice. I don't fucking do that.
Can I dress up like Santa Claus? Will you buy me a Santa
No,
Claus
fuck
costume?
you. You don't get a Santa Claus costume.
I'll let you dress up warm.
No, I'll dress up like I'll do. Nah, fuck Olaf. He sucks too.
Don't fuck Olaf. He's made of snow. Your dick will freeze.
I'll be the reindeer.
Sven.
Oh wait, you want to be someone? Well, I thought you wanted to be the dude.
I wanted to be the guy who sold all the stuff.
Oh, the little dude in the little sun hut.
Yeah.
Ooh, oh, what the hell did he? Damn, I can't remember his name.
I don't know, but
or like. Okay, now I know.
Yeah.
Well, I'll be
Santa
one of the
Claus.
You can be him, and I'll be the reindeer. Lisa can be Elsa if she wants. But I think she likes to be warm too, so...
Yeah, I don't think that she'd want to wear...
I'll just be...
like an evening gown.
I'll just dress up in everything.
We could have ice prom. We could all wear prom dresses.
Yeah, Lisa's not going to say yes to that one either.
Lisa can wear a tuxedo. You and I will wear prom dresses.
I'm not freezing.
I'll keep you warm.
I love a cold, but not that much. No, that's gross. You'd have to hug me the whole time.
So yeah,
I would complain if I felt a chill anywhere.
That about does it for this episode of We Just School Here. We hope that you're enjoying it so far. This Friday, we've got another fun article coming out. And this article is going to be a little different than the rest of our We Just School Here articles. This article kicks off an entire week of articles. Our first ever Mysterious Things of the Unknown countdown begins on October 1st and runs through Friday, October 5th. So all of next week, you'll have a brand new article every single day, plus a new episode that Tuesday. So next week is Pinnacle Nerd, right in the middle of our countdown. Week 3, we're going hard, and we'll see if I'm alive by week 4. So until next time, you can find us on social media at We Just Nerd Here on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. You can read all of those fun blog articles on wejustnerdhere.wordpress.com. And
so nice that he's memorized this.
Isn't it, though?
It is.
What's your Twitter handle, Nemo?
I can't even remember it.
At Nemo Nerds here. And I'm at Joshua Tracy 85. And Lisa is at Lisa Asanuma.
Wish we had that recorded so we can just press a button.
Why? Look, okay, I hate the shows that do that.
Why?
It's boring. People are going to turn it off.
Well, no. When they're not here, we can press a little button. That's
and have Lisa's voice do it?
Yeah, so I don't know. I was like, wow, she didn't want to say a damn thing to us. Yep, she hates you all.
She should be back for our next episode, I hope. If not the next one, then
I'll play Lisa's
sure.
part.
Yeah, Nemo will split his personalities for the next episode if Lisa's not here.
You'll have to listen to a couple of episodes and get her laugh down.
And Nemo might not be around for the next episode.
Which one's the next one?
I'm not sure. We have that special thing coming up that we need to find a studio for.
Oh.
Yeah. I got to talk to him again. But anyway, yeah, lots of fun things coming up. We hope that you're enjoying it. We Just School Here, and now you do too. Bye-bye.
Boodles. I'll change it every holiday.
Every holiday.
I'm just trying to think of what you would do for...
Thanksgiving.
Well, that, you have to do gobble, goobles.
Goobles.
And then for, Santa, I wanted to say hodels.
I want you to say Goobles.
No, you don't change my thing.
I'm telling you, I want you
Don't
to do
improvise.
the turkey voice.
No, don't improvise for me.
Do I have to do the turkey voice after
Do
you
whatever
say
you
Goobles?
want to do, but don't improvise my thing.
I'm helping you.
No, I
I'm
don't need your
helping
help.
you.
I'll tell you when I need help.
You need my help every day. You couldn't find your pants this morning.
It was a night. I slept really well.
We were supposed to be up at 7:30 this morning. You didn't roll out of bed until 9.
No, I woke up early too. I woke up at 6:30. Nobody was up, and I was like, "Well, screw this. I'm going back to bed then."
What? Like, it just makes me wonder, what type of bed do you sleep on at home? Because when you stay here, like, you usually sleep on the couch. And if Roro ever gets rid of the couch, you're just going to put it on top of your car and rent a storage unit until you have a place to keep it.
Put it in your garage.
No.
There's no room in there.
There's no room.
We'll find room. But at the very
last
edge.
night you slept in the bed, which was weird.
It is weird.
You slept in the guest room and it was like, wait, you're not sleeping on the couch? But then you actually slept.
I sleep on your couch too. It depends on
Right,
how
but you
tired I
don't
am.
sleep at home.
I do sleep at home.
No, you don't.
I sleep on my bed.
The other night you were like, I was up till 6 in the morning, and then I had to be here to go gallivanting with you folk at 10 a.m. and just like Wilford Brimley.
Yeah, Josh, that's what happened.
That was you had that tone in your voice and everything.
It's exactly how I talk.
Gonna go get pumpkin spice everything and diabetes.
I only talk like this to sound civilized for our audience.
I appreciate it.
It's not the real me.
All right, so you're gonna do goobles and hodels.
I'm not doing Google shit. I'm doing hodels for sure. I just want to call you all hoes. And let's see.
You could go. I'm gonna improvise for you. I'm sorry, I'm micromanaging you. Hodels.
God. Nope.
But then you can call us hoes 3 times.
Nope. What do you do one for New Year's? I can't think of something that would be
Noodles.
Noodles.
What would you do for Martin Luther King Day?
I just thought moodles, but that doesn't make sense. Luthers. I don't know.
Okay, President's Day.
No, we've already done that.
Poodles.
Poodles, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. We'll have to see.
Hmm.
There's Valentine's Day too.
Yeah.
What else is there?
He calls hodels again for Valentine's Day.
Yeah. Then there's Easter.
Eagles.
No. We might get sued by Egos.
Eggo brand mayonnaise is not going to sue us.
Ugh.
You know that's what they started out as, right? Eggo Waffles, the company, was Eggo brand mayonnaise.
You know way too much about some crazy, stupid shit. All right, I'm not competing with you on
Look,
this.
if I put half as much,
Jesus,
if I put 10% of the effort that I put,
if this
into
was a major in college, you would be a doctorate.
I could be a doctor.
You could be a fucking doctor.
I'm already a doctor. I wear a lab coat at work every day. I'm a professor.
I do too sometimes. I do all the time.
But do you teach people?
What?
Do you teach people?
No.
See, I teach people. All right. So, yeah, Nemo and I are going to get dressed, go out into the world, and have another adventure. Hopefully today we can use the microphone I bought yesterday. It was 100 degrees, and we found out that it picks up the AC in the car really, really well, and you can't hear us. So,
But if you want an hour worth of AC noise,
we've got that. We've got that in spades. I think we have 2 hours recorded.
tweet us and we'll make it an episode.
Yeah, you'll hear like
We'll even name it as one of our audience, like the person who tweets it to us. We'll name the episode after that.
you might even hear one of my children screaming in the back seat.
It's the best part.
Hopefully we'll get some video recorded too today. So anyway, until next time, we just school here, and now you do boo.
Boodles.